everyone! This is officially my first video I am filming in 2025, so allow me to say it again, Happy New Year! A few months ago I had a scan because, as those of you who've been watching this channel for a while will know, I get these really horrendous stomach pains from time to time, which are literally the most painful thing I've ever experienced. And I've had a lumbar puncture without much anaesthetic. I can be fine 1 minute and then they start, and within about half an hour, maybe an hour, I am curled up on the bed, unable to do anything. Now, I have had scans before, I've had blood tests, I have been back and forth to the doctors so many times, and nobody has ever really gotten to the bottom of the issue. I've been told I have bad IBS, TMI, but you know, I like to share. And I was once told maybe I get stomach migraines, and I didn't agree with that, but you know, what can you do if they won't give you any further tests and they want to just tell you it's that? But this scan was different. This time I could tell straight away that I was going to get some answers, and I did. You see, one of the first things the radiographer said to me was, "Oh, I can't see much because you're full of gas." Whoa! These are some gassy guts. Yes, I mentioned I have IBS and feeling pretty great about myself now. I had to fast for 6 hours ahead of this scan, which meant that me, not being a morning person, got up at about 7:30 to cook myself a decent breakfast, which I ate at around 8:30 in the morning, so that by 9 AM I would have finished eating and I would have the next 6 hours to just drink water, because my scan was set for 3 o'clock. Of course, when I got to the hospital, for some reason it was delayed and I didn't get seen until 3:30. And, you know, I'm not saying I was hangry, but I was hangry. Still, it meant I had fasted for 6.5 hours, so the view of my internal organs that the radiographer should have had really ought to have been spectacular. But it wasn't. Like, I'm serious. Like, do you just eat beans all of the time? So much gas! I mean, I do have IBS, and therefore I suspect I am probably quite a gassy human. Form an orderly queue. Therefore, it wasn't entirely a surprise, but the radiographer then looked at my gallbladder and said, "Are you sure you fasted for 6 hours?" Obviously, I had, and the fact that my stomach made a massive rumbling noise gave her the clue that I had. And she said, "That's strange because your gallbladder is squashed to one side, and that's what happens after you've eaten. Your gallbladder sort of squishes itself so your digestive system can get on with doing what it needs to do. And yours is just squished." Now, this can happen, and the reason that this does happen sometimes is not a terrible form of cancer, which is what I immediately started panicking she was going to say. It just means that I have an exceptionally slow digestive system. You see, other people eat food and it's like, whereas with me it's more like, blimey, this is slow, isn't it? God, if I'd known it was going to take this long, I would have bought a book to read. So yes, my digestive system just really likes to take its time. It'll do it, just on its own schedule. But the good thing about hearing this, you know, I have really sluggish intestines, is that it gave me some answers, because these stomach pains I've had so many scans, so many tests, and they've never gotten to the bottom of it. And yet here was this person telling me, well, your digestive system is super slow. And that means that unless you're eating really healthy things that, you know, pass through quite quickly, you're gonna end up with a backlog. And the more of a backlog you get, the more gases get trapped in places they shouldn't be, the more you're going to suffer with acid reflux, and that's going to cause your pains. hand, being told that my digestive system was super slow was kind of sad, you know, because I really like to eat. But on the other hand, it was like, hallelujah, I actually know why I get these pains. Even better, she was able to give me some advice on how to avoid them. There were certain foods I am recommended to eat and certain foods I'm recommended to eat very much in moderation. And then also little tips like drinking hot water, which I already do, and sitting still after I eat for as long as I can. So yes, I discovered that I am somebody with a very, very slow digestive system and a system full of gas. But I also, as I mentioned in a video a few weeks ago, discovered that I am officially perimenopausal. And the reason they found that out was because one of the other reasons I was having the scan was because I'd started to get pains really low down. And nothing seemed to prevent them, nothing seemed to ease them. And I was thinking maybe it's some sort of UTI, I don't know. And basically it turned out, nope, it's almost constant ovulation. My poor ovaries have gone,
you are running out of time to have a baby, and so we're just going to really try to make you get pregnant.
And it devastated me, I'm not gonna lie. I left that room, and on the one hand I was so pleased to finally know why I get these tummy pains and to have some idea of how to stop them, but on the other I was just broken hearted because my entire life all I've wanted is to have my own kids, and you know, I've never been in a position to actually make that happen, and now my own body is causing me physical pain to remind me that very, very soon it won't be possible. It was a scan of two halves. But, you know, it means that I am now in a position to understand my body a little bit better, understand why I feel certain things, and physically I can hopefully start making some changes and improve my overall physical health, which is something I really need to do because at the moment my mental health is kind of in the bin. I hope that you are starting 2025 in great health, both mentally and physically. If you also have a slow digestive system, let me know how you deal with it, because, you know, I don't think I know anybody else who has sluggish guts like me, and I'm here to find out how people deal with it. I am going to go now. I will probably have something to eat, and knowing my body, I will have digested it by this time next year. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can click on my floaty head up there if you'd like to subscribe. And last week's video, I don't know what I'm doing. It's over here. Let's just put it over here. I will talk to you all next week. I hope you are continuing to enjoy 2025. Take care, everybody. Bye.